morning everyone. I'm so excited that our book week activities can start today. I thought I would stay in my Harry Potter pyjamas because those are my favourite books. So what else would I want to be wearing to read one of my favourite books? I'm not reading Harry Potter today. I am reading Elmer. After I've read the book, I'll tell you a little bit about the activities that I would suggest you do, but there is also an AR quiz based on this, so if you want to do that, go for it. Anyway, let's go for it. Let's read about Elmer. There's our first page. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall or fat or thin, elephants like this, like that, or the others, all different but all happy and all the same colour. All, that is, except Elmer. Let's look at Elmer. Elmer was different. Elmer was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. Elmer was not elephant colour. Oh, he's beautiful, isn't he? Lovely looking elephant. It was Elmer who kept the elephants happy. Sometimes he joked with the other elephants, sometimes they joked with him. But if there was even a little smile, it was usually Elmer who started it. Ah, they look like good friends, don't they? One night, Elmer couldn't sleep for thinking, and the think that he was thinking was that he was tired of being different. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they laugh at me. In the morning, before the others were really awake, Elmer slipped quietly away, unnoticed. What's he going to do, sneaking off? Let's have a look. Oh, that's a good picture. Let's have a look at that before I carry on. All the animals that we can see there, a tiger, a lion, a hippo, a zebra. Oh, there's a giraffe. I haven't seen him in a little tortoise. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. They always said, "Good morning, Elmer." Each time, Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning." It's nice. Oh, wow. Yummy grapes. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for, a large bush covered with berries, a large bush covered with elephant-coloured berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it so that all the berries fell on the ground. Oh, I thought he was going to eat them. What's he going to do with the berries? Once the ground was covered in berries, Elmer lay down and rolled over and over, this way and that way and back again. Then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over, covering himself with berry juice until there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. When he had finished, Elmer looked like any other elephant. Gosh. How will we know it's him? How will the other animals know it's him? There's a crocodile there now too. They won't say good morning, Elmer, will they? They'll just say hello, elephant. After that, Elmer set off back to the herd. On the way, he passed the other animals again. This time, each one said to him, "Good morning, elephant." And each time Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning," pleased that he wasn't recognised. Oh, there we go. When Elmer rejoined the other elephants, they were all standing, drinking. Quietly. They were all standing quietly. None of them noticed Elmer as he worked his way to the middle of the herd. She knew he was there. What's he done? After a while, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old bright sky, same old rain cloud that came over from time to time, and lastly, Same old elephants. Elmer looked at them. The elephants were standing absolutely still. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. The more he looked at the serious, silent, still standing elephants, the more he wanted to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk and at the top of his voice shouted, "Boo!" Silly Elmer. The elephants jumped and fell all ways in surprise. "Oh my gosh and golly," they all said. And when they saw Elmer, helpless with laughter, "Elmer," they said. "It must be Elmer." Then the other elephants laughed too, as they had never laughed before. As they laughed, the rain cloud burst, and when the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. The elephants all laughed as Elmer was washed back to normal. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant, "you've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. It didn't take you long to show your true colours." "We must celebrate this day every year," said another. "This will be Elmer's Day. All elephants must decorate themselves, and Elmer will decorate himself elephant colour." Wow. And that is exactly what elephants do. On one day a year, they decorate themselves and parade. On that day, if you happen to see an elephant ordinary elephant colour, you will know it must be Elmer. Oh, let's have a look at these rainbow elephants. Oh, wow. Oh, the Elmer Day. That's amazing. Oh, I'm jealous. Do you know what? I don't think I want to be in my Harry Potter pyjamas anymore. I think I want to go and decorate myself for Elmer Day. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to do that. There we have it. I did it. I've been and I've decorated myself like Elmer. I put on my grey top like a normal elephant, and then I've put on my rainbow dress and I've painted my face. Okay, so what could we do that's all about Elmer the elephant for our creative? Well, firstly, I invite you to decorate yourself, ready for Elmer's Day Parade. But secondly, I invite you to write something about Elmer's Day. And that's the title. That's all I'm giving you is the title. You could write a poem about Elmer's Day. You could even write an acrostic poem. If you don't know what an acrostic poem is, I'll quickly show you. It's where you have the letters from the title going down the edge of the page. If you don't want to write an acrostic poem, you could write a story. Perhaps imagine you're at Elmer's Day Parade and describe what you can see, the colours and the elephants, how they look. Maybe you could pretend you're one of the elephants and you're at Elmer's Day. What are you decorated like? How do you look? How do you feel? And tell me all about the experience of being there. Maybe if you're a bit older, you might want to try something a little bit more adventurous. So why don't you try writing a newspaper article about Elmer's Day and report on the news what it's like seeing all the elephants. Right, here's an acrostic. So you've got the letters that spell out Elmer's Day down the side, and each line of the poem has to start with that letter. So I'm going to start with elephants, elephants everywhere. And then for the L line, lovely colours, lovely patterns, lovely smiles. For the M, my gosh, all of the elephants look so unique. So for each line, you start with the letter that is in the order of Elmer's Day. Okay, I'm going to stop now and I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you enjoy all of the stories today, and whichever story you choose, do get creative with whichever challenge or activity you're taking up, because that's what Book Week is all about. It's about your creativity and you really enjoying a story to its fullest. But if you choose, to have a go at my Elmer's Day activity. I look forward to seeing your decoration and I look forward to hearing your poems and stories. Bye.